Hey loves, welcome back to another video on my channel. How are you guys doing today? I am doing amazing. If this is your first time on my channel, hello, my name is Brianna. I am a sonography student, and on this channel I talk about fashion, beauty, lifestyle vlogs so that you get to see the craziness within my life. Of course, women empowerment videos. I love to educate, encourage, and uplift women who need that extra oomph in their lives to keep going. And of course, sonography tips, sonography videos, because like I said, I am a sonography student. So if you are interested and of course want to be a part of this family, don't forget to subscribe to this channel, like this video, comment down below who you are so I can greet you and welcome you into this family. And of course, let me know what type of videos you would like to see from me next. And let's get right into today's video. Alright you guys, happy new month, happy April. I hope this month brings you nothing but blessings, opportunities, a new path, a new journey. I know so far April has been amazing to me. I can't wait to inform you guys in an upcoming vlog what's been going on. But if you haven't already read by the title, today I am doing a sonography Q&A. I will be answering the most common questions that a lot of people want to know. I know that there's not a lot of videos really on YouTube, or there are a lot of sonographers on TikTok. However, sometimes of course they get flooded with so many questions, so many things that are in their comments that they are unable to answer those questions. So why not do a video about the most common questions that you may need to know if you are looking to become a sonographer or wanting to know a little bit more information about sonography. So I will be answering those questions for you. Of course, you know, I got my iPad, I wrote down the questions, and I'm going to be answering them for you guys today. If you haven't already seen my first sonography video, I will post a thumbnail or video over here for you guys. Go ahead and check that out. I basically spoke about your prereqs and what you need to, of course, like prep yourself on. And yeah, if you still have any more other questions, of course, leave them in the comments or go to that video and leave them in those comments. And of course, I will get right back to you. Or you can go to my description box and I have my Instagram right there. So you will be able to actually DM me and actually, you know, interact with me that way if you want to feel a little bit more personal, a little bit close up to me, and I can of course help and answer those for you. So let's get right into the video. This question is healthcare hard, and how did I know it was right for me? I normally see this comment all the time underneath like my favorite sonography TikTokers or YouTube videos. And so first things first is healthcare hard? I'm going to say no, however it can be challenging. And why I say it can be challenging is if you actually don't put the work in to actually retain the information that you are getting, as in putting the time to study, putting in the time to actually review your note cards or your just notes itself. Honestly, it can be challenging, especially if you are working and if you actually just feel like, oh my gosh, like I just can't handle my classes, then maybe it's going to be hard for you. However, if you can actually put at least 45 minutes to an hour or maybe 2 hours aside of your day, healthcare actually would not be that hard for you. I know for me personally, at first I was like, okay, maybe this is going to be a piece of cake, until I got into anatomy. I reversed that, okay? Literally, when I say anatomy is going to teach you that you're going to have to study, you're going to have to put time to the side and actually get into your note cards, reviewing the body, reviewing your, you know, the different types of systems that work within our bodies. You're going to have to put that to the side. So healthcare isn't hard if you put in the work, but if you don't, then it might be very challenging for you. So that's the first question. The second question, how do you know that, you know, working within the healthcare field or going into the healthcare field is for you? And personally, I can say only way you will be able to answer that question is if you know the type of person who you are as an individual. I feel as though that for me personally, I am a very passionate person and I love to help people and make sure that people are okay. So I'm a person who, okay, I'm going to fix it for you. I'm going to make sure you are fine, you are better. If those who do not know, of course, I worked at Ulta Beauty, and of course that's not a healthcare field, but I do know when it came on to like my customers while working at Ulta, I was always on top of it. Even if it did not work out for them, I made sure that you're going to leave that store satisfied. You're going to leave that place happy, or at least okay, to the point where I fulfilled your needs. So when it comes down to healthcare and me being a sonographer, I want to make sure that my patients will be very much so satisfied with whatever that they came to me for, and if there was a problem or issue, I am going to fix it at hand. So that's the only way that you will know if healthcare or working within the healthcare field is for you. If you are really honest with yourself, it's like, and say like, okay, am I really going to be that type of person who's going to take my patients' problems or issues in consideration and actually fix what's going on with them? So that's how I can answer that question for you. My next question I have, which is, I see a lot of people really and truly don't really answer this question, so I'm going to break it down the best way that I can. So the second question is, how long is the program? Does it really take 2 years to finish? And what kind of school do you have to attend? So first things first is, I'm going to answer, what kind of school do you have to attend? So first thing is, you have to find a school that's going to be accredited to your degree, right? You're going to have to find a school. There are schools that you can find that can help you get your degree within 18 months, of course within 2 years, and then also 4 years. Now, the ultrasound program or sonography program should only take you at least 2 years. However, if you attend, say, a 4-year schooling, like as in a community college or actual like university, only way that it will take you maybe say up to 4 years is if you failed any of your classes. So if you failed any of your classes, then of course it's going to take you a little bit longer than 18 months or even 2 years to basically get your degree. Now, does it really take 2 years? It can, but again, you have to literally make sure that you're on top of your grades, you're on top of your GPA, and you pass every single class. For instance, with my school, my program does take 2 years. However, it's taking me, I would say, 2.5 to 3 years because I prolonged out like my schedule. So for instance, I have at least, I believe, either 12 or 13 I think it's 12. I think 12 or 13 prereqs, and I actually spaced them out. So if you guys don't know, I started from the beginning, the spring term of 2022, and I am now in my spring term of 2023, and I have 2 semesters left. So you have spring term, summer term, fall term, spring again, summer again, and then fall, and so on and so forth, but depending on how like you stretch out your classes. So I take at least 3 classes per term. So yeah, and hopefully that answers that question for you in a better like breakdown way. And then of course, how long is the program? So for me, I know some places actually don't list how long your program is. However, my school actually has how long your program actually takes. So once you have finished your prereqs within say a year or 2 or shorter, you'll get into your program. You'll apply, hopefully you get accepted, and then you have your program. So then within your program, you will have at least, I believe 6 months to a year to finish. Now, if you take the 6-month route, you're going to be taking a lot of classes, and it's going to be accelerated. So you're going to be going fast within classes, clinicals, and all that good stuff. And then if you're taking it up to a year, then you're going to have a little bit of a pace, but still going to be accelerated because you're going to have to still like, you know, pick it up. So it just depends on what school you go to. It can be from 6 months to a year within, of course, you know, taking your prereqs and your program. So you do have up to 18 months, like I said, 2 years or 4 years, depending on how you stretch out your schedule. Hopefully that makes sense too. Anyway, alrighty, next, what are the working settings are basically. So if you don't know, ultrasound technicians or sonographers are able to work in a hospital. They are able to work at clinical sites. They're able to work at private physicians and I believe you are also able to work at like anywhere else if you are like a traveling sonographer. Since within your program, I know they place you wherever, so they can place you at a hospital, they can place you at a clinical site, or they can place you at what is that called? It's like a private practice, but it's still like a clinical site though. I literally totally forgot what it's called, but if you guys know, you of course can like drop it in the comments or like correct me, but that's what it is. Next question I see a lot of people want to know is, what kind of sonographer could you be? Okay, so there are different ranges of sonographers. Sonographers just doesn't scan babies, and babies are under OBGYN. So you have, of course, you could be an OBGYN sonographer. You could be a general sonographer, which deals with the abdominal, which deals with, you know, your arms, your legs. It can deal with, of course, your boobs. So that covers every single thing, which is in general. And then you can deal with vascular. You can deal with peds, which is pediatrics. You can deal with MSK, which I believe MSK deals with like your muscular system and stuff like that. So like your muscles, all that other good stuff. So there are different types of sonographers. There's not just one setting or only two settings. No, like there's more than enough sonographers. There also is neurosonography. Neuro, of course, deals with the brain. So there are different kinds of sonography, you know, physicians and places to put you. Of course, you know, a lot of people want to know, like, how much do you get paid when you first get out of school? And personally, I feel like it varies within like your state, where you live, what city you live, and which, of course, employer wants to give you exactly what they want to give you. Of course, you're able to negotiate. However, you just still have to understand that there's going to be so many places that are going to say, oh, I'll give you this amount. But then there's going to probably be a person that's going to say, well, since you just graduated, I feel like you're only going to be valued this amount until you get experience. So I feel like it just depends on exactly where you go, where you live, what city exactly do you want to work in, or what city you live in, and then so on and so forth. So for instance, if you are in Florida, I'm going to look up for you guys what Florida's sonography amount or average is within Florida itself. So I'm not doing exactly where I live, but I'm going to be doing the whole range of Florida. So I'll be looking that up for you, and I'll be, of course, screenshotting it and just putting it on the screen over here for you guys so that you can see. Okay, so diagnostic medical sonography salary in Florida. So this is going to be for your least average, so your least percentile, you could be making at least $40,000 a year. Your actual average, which mostly people start you on, you'll be making at least $69,000 to $70,000 a year. And then of course, once you gain experience and actually go ahead and do what you have to do within school and upping your degrees and stuff, I won't just say degrees, but license, you can at least make up to $92,000 to $100,000 and more dollars a year. Okay, so for instance, if you're starting off just by an hour under average, which is like your regular standard, you can be making at least from $30 to $40 an hour. So hopefully that helps with, of course, you know, people who live in Florida. If you wanted to know more about that, if you want to know exactly how much you will be making, type in diagnostic medical sonography or sonographer, of course, in whatever state or city you live in, and you can literally look at exactly what you are supposed to be getting or want to getting or about to get. Sometimes, like I said, it depends on the experience that you have, and also depends on the employer, especially when you first start off. Like I've seen so many other people say underneath the comments of TikTok or even just YouTube itself, that it really and truly just depends on the employer, if they really want to pay you exactly, say $30 something, or maybe they just want to start you off at least at $24 or $25 or so. And if you really want to negotiate that, then hey, you can. But if they just feel like maybe that's just too high of trying to get to $30 something, maybe they're just gonna at least reasonably like start off something with you. So hopefully that answers all your questions. Hopefully that answers all, you know, what is sonography like, what is the pay like, what exactly am I getting myself into. And if you guys have any more questions, of course, you know, leave them in the comments. Of course, I will answer them as best as I can. Again, like I said, I am a sonography student. I am finishing off with prereqs. So I am not in the program until the ending of this year. So you guys will know exactly when I get into my program and what to expect when I get into that next chapter. So hopefully you guys enjoy this video. Like I said, don't forget to subscribe, like this video, and comment down below any other questions or video suggestions or anything like that. I will very much so answer them, and of course try my hardest to make content for you guys. Like I said, I'm coming up with finals, so this is getting serious. So I hope you guys enjoy the rest of your day. Happy April again, and I'll see you guys in the next one.